Yes.
Back to shamanism.
Shamanism, yes, shamanism. Actually, uh, I was interested in this, and I feel that I'm like, part of this culture. Uh, just like integrate very well into this modern life. But yes, I was very interested because why? Because also, of course, during the Soviet Union, there was like a, we didn't have a religion, and there was not really was not really you can study and research like your kind of cultural past. And I look at this as a cultural. As a culture, because it's very important, I think, as a way of communication. And I think also very often I found shamans, they are like more like artists, because everybody have own way, they're looking, they like are struggling as artists, they are always should be always new, fresh. There are a lot of things which we usually the artists like look for or struggle. So mostly, also the same thing I'm doing the shamans, who just yeah, I was interested in it, and very often my images of the woman appears like a peri. A peri is like a fairy, but also it's interesting like a fairy, and peri is like also. It's a term. It's a name of the fairy woman from the Persian language, and they very often appears like angry, because with Islamization, when Islam come to the Central Asia, they're all also stories like folk stories, the mythology. They also start to change, and then if at the beginning a woman fairy, she was like a fairy, this is like she can do everything, and then she became like angry, like a bad, So there was created by with the movement of the changing of beliefs and all our stories, because you can follow like appearing the story of about Peri, like let's say before five century, yeah. So it was this kind of image, and then after you see it after like 8th, 11th century, the image of fairy is became very like she's like a witch, she's bad, like she's like want to eat man, like she's like So I was interested in this deformation, like all this mythology, how people were. It's also mostly it's very male, I think, to create this is. Because woman, it is she is very powerful. Woman. We give stories to child. We are like a mother is always like a fairy for children. Yeah. So, and it's very interesting this position. And and I film them, or like I make them angry steps. So it was for me also interesting to make inner research and get out from this. In a way, it's a when I do maybe each project, it's a certain issue which I would like to resolve and study, because I have time, and I can communicate with the people and create some kind of world, and then put it, and then look at this, look at it. So I think it's very important, like for the show. So I see how people react, what they see, even people if they don't react. So because we are all communicating, we are like unconscious. We are all anyway communicating, yes. So, and for me, it's also good, very important experience if I do some project and I have an opportunity to show, to live together with the people, for me, it's also big. Let's say, how to say, it's the next step to understand, where to go, what to do or resolve. Because many things we cannot say verbally. So a lot of things come like a visual or like some, I don't know, it's through the eyes, ears, or like feelings, different feelings.
Because this exhibition, there's new work, but there's also old work involved, In this particular exhibition,
Yeah.
what was the process putting it together? Because some of the work is new and some is not
Yes,
new.
yes. The Kurchatov is re-edited. It's a work I made in 2013, 2012, and it's re-edited. And the other two, yes, it's new. So it's about how that place is changed. How people want these changes. They want to. It's about also a question what is our future, and then like a woman and machine. Where we're going, and it's like a space colonization. We're multiplying. We're like So where we go, what we're doing with this, Also, I think for this, Kazakhstan is very good, interesting because of this deconstruction all the time. The lands look like an ocean or steppes. For example, me, if it's this is my like native landscape. For example, as a person who grew up in a town, I'm afraid of this emptiness, And so
really?
Yes, and very often I look. Yeah, there was once I remember I had experience. I was traveling during my filming, and I was looking for a particular place to get in, and there was no roads. It was a very remote place in the steppes. So I look at the map and I thought, okay, I will go from one village to another village. So when I went to this closest village, I found young boys. They say, can we go to this like about 80 kilometers by motorbike through the steppes? Can you bring me there? And the boys say, okay, let's go. So we sit with the camera, and then when we drive, of course, it's not a road, so you have to. It's different.
Bumpy.
Bumpy, and there is no orientation. They know approximately where to go, and in the middle of the motorbike is broken. It's a very old motorbike, and then they say they know where to go and how, and they say, I know that we probably have to go to this direction. And they say, what happens if you cannot fix with your motorbike and say, we'll stay here or just walk 40 kilometers.
No man.
And then it will be like, and then I thought, wolves, cold, and we don't know. So, and I felt, suddenly it appears endless, this is what actually endless step without, there is no like a horizon, this nature goes, take you, and I understand that I don't have the skills, and I start to think how people were living, and they were moving, how it's like, I understand, it's a lot of knowledge, of course, I lost, I'm not anymore belongs to that, mentality anymore, I'm different
You're
person,
a contemporary nomad.
Yeah. There's like which went, through some deconstruction,
And how did it come about to be here at the Grand Palais?
It was an old project. There was the negotiation between it's like a cultural relationship between France and Kazakhstan. And I have to say that from the Kazakhstan side there was the person who pushed to it happened, and also of course from Grand Palais it was from Kazakhstan side was Almagul. So she really wanted this project to happen, and Jerome also, he was very supportive for I think they were negotiating about 2 years, and then it's happened.
It's great.
Yeah. At the beginning was different, a little bit different idea also. Because of the, I filmed, because I had opportunity to go back to Kurchatov and film Tokamak, and see the completely change of the place, and the people want to live in a different, they want science to be for people, not against. So, and I thought it's very good, like, to show the face or give opportunity others, other thinking. Yes, it's possible.